Because I was like, oh, it's fine. It's not. I need to get this done, this and this done. I'm feeling like everything is just very overwhelming. Google Keep, Google Calendar, appointments, stuff everywhere, to-do list. Take the bins out, important dates. Hi everyone and welcome to another video. So today I have just been getting organised and I thought I would just talk about that a little bit because I don't really talk about doing things very much, like I just do them. But I thought I would talk to you about how I've been feeling about life. Basically, I have just been feeling a bit overwhelmed and just like everything is just a mess. And do you know when you've just got piles of clothes and piles of stuff everywhere, and you know that your wardrobes are not completely clutter free, and your cupboards downstairs, the junk drawer and your kitchen cupboards, everywhere needs to be organised. And I feel like it's gotten to that point now where all I want to do is just organise everything straight away, but I know that that is never going to happen because these things take time. So yesterday I did a lot of research on the best ways to kind of organise your life a little bit, and I have come up with the best way that I think is going to help me a lot. So I've downloaded this app called Google Keep, and it is not sponsored, nothing like that. I have just found it very useful so far. I only downloaded it yesterday, so I don't know how I'm going to get on with it, but I do feel like it's helped me already because I started whatever I would put on there yesterday and I've gotten most of that stuff done. So the app is called Google Keep and this is what it looks like. So on here I have everyday to-do lists where I've basically written things that I want to do every single day. It's things like obviously having a shower, praying, and I want to take vitamins, cook dinner, 10-minute tidy up, which is something that I got from a YouTube video. I'll try to link it down below. There's just random things on here which I am going to try and do every day just to make my life a little bit easier, or just things that I need to do, and obviously praying and things like that. So that's just a little reminder for me to look at when I just don't know what to do on the day. I don't know, it's just there for me to look at. Anyway, that is the first one that I've got, and then I've got a master to-do list which has got things like fill out Issa's nursery papers, drop off his nursery papers, and on this list I'm just going to add things that I need to get done but I don't know exactly when I'm going to do them. And then at the end of every single week I will look at that list and put each thing onto a different day so that everything is kind of spread out a little bit more. Like this week I'm cleaning the blinds, cleaning the cabinets in the kitchen, I am going to clean the fridge, the oven, microwave, washing machine, but that's going to be all filmed, so I'm going to do that in one day. It's basically spreading out everything that you need to do throughout the week, and you can put them on whatever days that you want to put them on, and it's just a really easy way in my mind because I can see it on here, and I've also done it in colour coordination so that I can kind of look at it and know what I'm looking at, if you know what I mean. I don't know if it's a dyslexic thing. It kind of just makes me feel like I've got a plan. I'm sitting on the sofa downstairs, I don't know what I'm doing, look at this and I'm like, yeah, I gotta get that done, which has happened today a lot. So I'm really happy with how it's going so far. And I've also put on here things like 30 days of deep cleaning your home, which I have looked at, and I've put things onto my to-do list from here so that I can kind of work through this every month and take things off, put them onto my to-do list so I can get all of these things done, but not all at once, so it's not too overwhelming for me. And I've also got a cleaning schedule, so things you should do daily, weekly, monthly. That's just to refer back to if I want to. And then I have got how to sort out paperwork, because that is one thing that I'm going to be doing soon, which I'm dreading. There's things like keep it for a month, so things that you can chuck away after a month, for 7 years, for 1 to 3 years, and forever. So I've got that there if I need it. And then I've also got other to-do lists which I have kind of just put together. I've got things to organise, a monthly to-do list which I've taken basically from the picture. And then I also have a list which has got food, and it's got anything that I can cook, so I can just take something off this one day and go get the ingredients, or I can put them on my daily to-do list at the top of the page, and then I'll know what I'm cooking for the rest of the week. I don't know how I'm going to do that. I'm still trying to work it out because I've only just downloaded it yesterday. And then this is a very important part, in my opinion, is things to do with the kids. So I've got activities for the kids to do alone. So these are the kind of things that I would give them when I'm trying to get things done and I just want them to play by themselves for a little while. And this is also going to help me organise their toys a lot better as well. I'm working towards it. I haven't done it yet, but these are things like playing with cars. So I'll put all the cars in one box, playing with blocks, wooden blocks, ponies, and then I'll have like different categories, and then I'll put them all in boxes and be like, what do you want to play with today? Get them out when they want to play with them, put them back when they're done, and then get the next set of toys out, if you know what I mean. But I thought that was a really good way to kind of start organising. And then I've got a list, things to do with the kids at home, like painting, colouring, crafts, blocks and scale electrics, trains, things that I need to kind of supervise them with because they can't do it properly yet, or it's just too messy, just things like that. So I can kind of help them with that and spend some time with them playing with this. So if I want to do something with them and I don't know what to do, I'll just look at this and be like, do you want to do painting, colouring, crafts, blocks, scale electrics, trains? And then they'll be like, yeah, let's do this, and then we can just go and get that box, go and do it. So that is that one. And then I also have places to take the kids and places that I would like to take Issa by himself, which is like the farm, and then to my nan's house. These are not done lists yet. These are still a work in progress. I have places to take the kids, Sheldon Rectory Farm, Trampoline Park, Think Tank. I've never been to 360 Playtown in Redditch, but I would love to go because it looks very good. I don't know if it's even open yet. Cadbury World and Ash End Farm. So these are places that I want to take the kids. I haven't been to some of them yet, but at least they're on my list, so I have an idea of where I want to take them. I hope you guys found this Google Keep thing interesting because I found it very helpful, to be honest. I've also written some things down which might help, I don't know. There's this thing called a 10-minute tidy up where you set a timer for 10 minutes, tidy up as much as you possibly can in 10 minutes, and you can make it into a game. You can do it with the kids, tidy up really quickly and see how much you can get done in just 10 minutes. You can do this while you're waiting for your takeaway, while you're waiting for the food to be cooked, just after you've eaten, anything like that. You can use this little game with the kids. They'll probably love it. I think that's a genius way of getting so much done in such a short amount of time. So I think that's a very good idea. And then another way to get more organised is move things around. Like I have just today moved this bed to further this way and then put the cot over there. Let me show you. I've put the cot over there by the window, and I did that because I was just feeling a bit fed up of how it was, and I kind of just wanted a little change. It's nothing major, it's nothing special, but it's kind of changed. The kids will get really excited about it when they come back too. They always get really excited when I've tidied up a room really nicely, and they get even more excited when I move things around. Anyway, another great way to feel more organised, it's not like you are more organised if you do this, but hoovering under furniture that you don't normally hoover under, like sideboards, cupboards, bookshelves, you know, things that are hard to move, even sofas. Obviously sofas is like one that you should be doing because sofas get so gross. Like I don't do it enough but it is something that makes you feel like, you know, you've cleaned under these things, so it's like nice and fresh. So now you want to clean the whole bookshelf or hoover inside of the sofa. It kind of just triggers something else in you that makes you want to do the rest of the room or the rest of the furniture, and it kind of just makes you want to do a little bit more than you normally would. I don't know if that's going to work for everybody, but it does work for me, so it might work for some of you guys too. The next thing is to make use of the time that you are doing boring things in. For example, when you do your makeup, I know that's not boring, but technically you're not doing anything else when you could be doing something else, like listening to Quran, listening to lectures, listening to an audiobook. You could even just do things like watching YouTube videos and things like that, which I know a lot of people do anyway, but my point is make the most of that time by listening to something useful like Quran or talks or just something helpful. Like I was just tidying up this room and I was listening to Quran, and then I went to have a shower and I put on my audiobook, The Productive Muslim. And by the way, that book is so good. If you are trying to get organized like me, then definitely listen to that book. I'm nearly done now. I know it's taken me a while, but I just never ever get a chance to listen to it. Another really good way that I have found very helpful is write everything down. So I know that it is hard to kind of remember to write things down when you hear about things, like you have an appointment at the doctor's and you're just like, oh, I don't have a pen and paper, so I'm just going to remember this. But you should write it down as soon as possible, which I am going to be doing from now on. I am guilty of not writing things down and just trying to remember things and then forgetting about them. So I have downloaded Google Calendar, which links to my Google Keep. Everything just links together so nicely, it's really good. But I'm going to be putting appointments and anything that I need to put onto a calendar. I will put everything on there. For example, I've been writing everyone's birthdays on my calendar. I've been writing important dates for Elisa's school on my calendar, and I've just been doing things like that just so that I get a notification before the thing actually happens, and then I am prepared for it. But just try to write everything down that you can. When you know about things, just write it down straight away. When you remember you have to do something, like, oh, I need to clean the cooker, so write that down straight away. If you have like a Google or an Alexa or something, then set a reminder on those things. I use my Alexa all the time. Set a reminder to take the bins out on Wednesdays and every single Wednesday she reminds me at 7 p.m. take the bins out. So I always take the bins out because I'm always reminded. Or even things like a shopping list. Put things onto your shopping list with Alexa or Google, or you can even just do it on your phone. I use Alexa for my shopping list, so I don't put it onto my Google Keep. But if I didn't have Alexa, then I would definitely be writing my shopping list down on here, because then you can just take it to the supermarket and tick everything off as you're buying things. Or when you're online shopping, you've got it next to you and you can just tick things off as you put things into your basket. And it's just a really easy way to kind of keep track of everything. It's just so much better when you're writing things down, because it doesn't stay in your mind and come to your mind at the wrong times, and then you like, oh yeah, I need to do this, and then completely forget about them when it actually is the time. So set reminders for things and just keep on top of writing things down, and honestly, it will change your life. I'm hoping so too. Another thing which I have touched upon is to-do lists. To-do lists are so important when you're trying to get organised and trying to get things done. So normally I would write things down on paper, but that wasn't working for me, so I've decided to put everything onto one place, Google Keep. So I've got one master to-do list, and then I will take things off that to-do list and put them onto my weekly to-do list, and then I will go through all of my other to-do lists which are further down the page, and I will say, okay, I can do this on this day because I'm not doing anything on that day. So I'll kind of delegate the days where I'm not doing anything to things that need to get done. So then you're not overwhelmed on that day. I need to get this done, this and this done, and try and stick to whatever you have got on your list. Obviously, if you've got more free time after you've done the things on your list, then you can move on to other things which are not on your list. So that will just help you manage your tasks and stay on track of what you need to do. It will just help you really spread out everything and make things not so overwhelming for you. I just thought I would share that with you because that is what I'm doing, and I just thought you guys might want to, you know, start getting on track and getting organised with me, because at the start of the school term I'm feeling like everything is just very overwhelming and hectic, and I just want to get things sorted. So that's what I've been doing. Before I filmed this video and had a shower, I just moved this room around and it feels so much better in here. I have been using peppermint essential oils in my diffuser because I heard that that keeps the spiders away. I saw a spider in this room yesterday and it freaked me out a little bit, but I couldn't overreact because Elisa was there. And she was like, Mom, I don't like spiders. I was like, oh, it's fine. No, it's not. But anyway, I've got my diffuser on, diffusing peppermint oil, and apparently that helps keep spiders away. Also going to go conker picking with Isa this week, which is such a good idea. I'm going to add that right to my Google Keep right now. I can honestly say that small little things really do help. Like, I came upstairs earlier and I was like, oh, this room is annoying me. There was like bits on the floor and there was just clothes on the floor and it was just a big mess. So I was like, I just need to do something about this. So I did it, and it made me feel better and it made me feel more calm, and like, I don't mind being in this room anymore. So I basically hoovered everything. I moved the cot out of the way, hoovered all underneath the cot. I moved the bed, which took a lot of effort. Oh my gosh, guys, I literally had to get on the floor, push my back against the window wall and push the bed with my feet. So I was like kind of pushing against the wall to move the bed. Do you know what I mean? But it took a lot of effort. That is going to be the end of this video. Let me know how you get on, if you guys have any other ideas which you think might be useful for me. And yeah, that's it. I hope I inspired you guys to get organised like I am trying to. But thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in my next one. Assalamu alaikum. Bye.